Good evening. The first Premier League midweek round this season has thrown up some cracking fixtures. We've got 6 games to show you from tonight, along with 2 from Tuesday. Always up for it, even on a cold Wednesday night in December. Our M&M combo, Mikel and Martin. League leaders Liverpool moved 9 points clear at the top after beating champions Manchester City on Sunday. Next up for Arne Slot's side was a trip to Newcastle. Guy Mowbray was at St James's Park.
You know, Mo Salah's on the pitch and he brought Liverpool back into it.
Yeah, you mentioned him there. Not for the first time this season. Liverpool turned things round in the second half, and it was that man Salah again.
We keep talking about him, Gary and Martin. I mean,
he makes you talk about him.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, I think his manager said he doesn't even have to play well in the first 60 minutes, but he can be world class in the last 30 minutes. And every time I watch him, he just does the basic things really well, and he's consistent. You see him coming in here, he knows exactly what to do, and then he's just outside of the foot. He's just full of confidence. I know we've talked about his contract, is he staying, is he going? But they must keep him because he can do so many things that other players can't do, and he doesn't have to be playing at the top of his game to do these things, whether he's going inside, whether he's going outside. Look at that for a shot with his right foot. And when Trent was introduced into the game, Kwanzaa started at right back, but the difference when Trent came up, I mean, they always look for it. The turn and finish, he's got no time. Not many people can do that. Just look at that. One thing on his mind, and it's just world class. Mo Salah is immense. And then this, right at the death, Martin.
Well, as the manager said, you know, if it happens again, he's not going to leave it. I mean, the angle on this, Rashad, I mean, that is an unbelievable finish.
I mean, you could have 500 goes at that, and it's incredible, wasn't it?
But he won't leave it next time, the keeper.
No, he won't. A couple of decisions to look at that perhaps Newcastle were unhappy with. The first one, a penalty shout on Isak.
Yes. Isak again. And I do feel that he's fishing here a bit, the defender. He dives in. I'm going to go with the ref because obviously that's what we want to do in the game, support it. But Gary, this looks like a penalty to me. I'm not really certain he gets a touch on that.
He gets a little touch there, Matt. But he gets Isak as well.
Still a foul.
So, yeah, I mean, the referee, doesn't give the penalty in game, so you stick with the referee's call on that one. He gets a little nick, doesn't he?
He's lucky. He gets away.
And then this the full time. The referee blows how the ball's about on the halfway line, isn't he? I mean, if time's up, I guess time's up. But
well, I thought he might have allowed the game to finish the action.
They normally do, don't they?
But basically, it could have gone to our other team. That was the point. Just the game was incredible.
OK, fresh from Ruben Amorim's first Premier League victory at the weekend, Manchester United travelled to the Emirates to face second-placed Arsenal. Mark Scott is your commentator.
We have a lot of history. So incredible the way we responded, the way we played the second half, the goals we scored 2 set pieces, we scored from open play, many more. Kept the clean sheet and very happy because we lost 2 massive players for us in the back line. Jakub comes in, Alex comes in, the team is still responding, so really pleased with everything.
We could be more aggressive near the Arsenal box, but you can see that until the set pieces you don't have a lot of opportunities from both sides. It was a divided game, and then the set pieces, I think, it killed the game.
They're not the first one. I think that they find it tough to defend our corners, but we got to keep coming every time like this. If I hear the feedback from the boys, every time they say it's really hard to defend us, so that's a good sign, and we just got to keep going like this.
Well, Arsenal did what they had to do, and once again it was corners that won the day. Their deliveries are incredible.
22 goals from corners since the start of last season. Delivery is key, so that ball coming in. Declan Rice was put on these in January when they went on that incredible run last season. Movement, blocking the goalkeeper. But Manchester United, I know it's early days for the manager, but that ball really, Højlund at the near post, that would be a defender for me. And the ball is just played over that first player, and it's perfection.
The only thing I will say, sometimes when the front load, the front post, they can go to the far post. Yeah. And if they can go to the front post, sometimes you've got Gabriel who's in the middle, obviously didn't play today, but the key for Arsenal is being able to mix it up, isn't it?
And Manchester United haven't got key headers. For me, Maguire is neither, he's in the middle of the goal here. Second one is not on the pitch. This is the second one we're going to look at now. And look, I mean, they're just in a zonal system. And they're not, no one's picking up. This is far too easy. It comes off Saliba's backside in the end.
Well, he does play for Arsenal.
Yes, he does. Well done. But Partey is in the back post. And I mean, they're just passengers. It's naivety. There was really not a great deal. Manchester United did quite well today in nullifying Arsenal.
Yeah.
But set pieces was the difference, and Arsenal marched.
Confirmation of your statistic there. Mark. I mean, it's extraordinary. I mean, the delivery and the consistency of it is incredible. What do you make of Amorim's United? Early days, obviously.
I think it's early days. I think he's trying new things, new formulas, new players in different positions. Masraoui sort of played in every position across the back. I saw good signs today, especially in the first half. They stopped Arsenal playing their game. But I think for 90 minutes, they need a little bit more. It's almost like they get to 60 minutes, run out a little bit of energy, and I think the summer can't come soon enough for him.
He's mixing his team around. It's almost as though he's having a little look at everyone before he decides.
That's what a manager wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, he is. They definitely look better, but they just didn't create enough. So the first stage is there, stopping Arsenal playing, but the next to create more that's to come.
But it's a tough place to play. Next to St Mary's, bottom of the table, Southampton picked up a point at Brighton on Friday night. Tonight they faced an informed Chelsea side, unbeaten since October. Jonathan Pearce, watch this one.
Very happy. It's also a good game to learn things. I think the first 15-20 minutes we struggled to recover the ball. The reason why was because we were pressing in the wrong way. Then after 15-20 minutes we adjusted, and I think it was the game was much better.
I'm very proud of a lot of the stuff the players did tonight. So I think at 11v11 we can see 2 poor goals, but we have some brilliant moments. I have real belief in this group, so we have to keep going.
It's great fun being part of a young group, but I think the managers said before, like, we're young, but we're also very mature. Like, we're men out on the pitch, so I think that's it. Those are his words. I think that's true. So, yeah, it's great. It's great being the same age as your teammates, but we're all very, very serious when it comes to going out on the pitch.
Well, there's your man. You've picked him out for your analysis. A comfortable victory, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, it was very comfortable, but
10 minutes.
I was just impressed with his improvement.
Yeah.
You know, he's still 22 years of age and coming to Chelsea from PSV, where he scored a lot of goals, and he's now doing it on a consistent basis. It's difficult when you've got Neto and Sancho playing on the wings as well, but just his application, when it's time to press, he presses well, plays a nice ball to Nkunku. He hugs the line as well. I think that's very good for wingers to do. And because he's left-footed, he can go both ways. I think the only improvement, I think, going forward is just being a little bit calmer in front of goal. He snatches at a lot of things, but he's always available. But look at this for a finish. Knocks it to the side and just bends it in. And then in the second half, again, it continued. I mean, he's got a really good relationship with Cole Palmer as well, whether he's going far post, near post, really good ball there. And, yeah, you was impressed with him as well, Martin, wasn't you?
I think there's a consistency now to his play. He looks for Palmer whenever he can. It's just that maybe there's a bit of an arrogance. Look at this finish here. Look, maybe that, he should be putting that away. But they've got competition for places. And are they improving?
But he's got 5 goals already this season. He's scored 5, already, the whole of last season. So you can see the improvement there.
Chelsea up to second now.
Looking good, quietly doing their business. Quietly.
What a job he's doing.
No, but I said
made
at the
7
start,
changes for this game. He's mixing it around.
I said at the start of the season that Chelsea, they may not be challenging for the league, but they'll challenge for top 4 with the players that they have. I did say that, and you've got me on record saying that, Gary.
Why can't they challenge for the league? Of course they can.
No, but I was talking about the start of the season. Realistic. Yeah. Momentum can take you through. Of course it can. But I just see them challenging for top 4. I'm going to stick with my start.
Yeah, I think they're ahead of where most of us thought they'd be. Southampton, well, they make too many mistakes.
I mean, it's the same thing, same old story, isn't it, Martin?
Yeah, trying to play out from the back, it keeps breaking down. The goalkeeper had a nightmare. That's the 3rd goalkeeper, Gary, that they've played in recent weeks. And, the sending off didn't help, but it was still free.
Ramsdale injury is a big miss.
Yeah. Well,
and this is the sending off.
Yeah. Well, now, mandatory, if you pull someone's hair, as Stevens does, Cucurella, look, it definitely catches him.
He was just trying to straighten it.
Maybe he was a bit more loving, was it? I don't know whether he hits the deck like that, but nonetheless, we all know now it's a straight sending off.
Daft.
Stupid, yeah.
Daft. OK, Manchester City are on a run of 4 straight Premier League defeats and sit 1 point and 1 place above tonight's opponents, Nottingham Forest. Stephen Wyeth was at the Etihad.
Well, Pep, what pleased you most tonight? Obviously, a win was much needed, but the performance was impressive as well.
No, we won. That is the difference. Said many times in this month that we didn't win, that how good they are. Of course, today is a good day, but now have recovered. In 3 days, we have another one.
We tried, we press, we recover a lot of good balls in good areas. We are not clinical in the chances that we had, and City prove, if anyone had doubts, that they are a very good team.
The manager talked about how much he'd love to have a prime Kevin De Bruyne available to him, that maybe wasn't going to be the case anymore. But how close can you still get to that sort of level?
Well, you know, I know there's a lot been said, but if there was, you know, I don't know where people sometimes get the issue part. There's never been any issues with me and Pep. You know, he knows that I've been struggling with kind of sports hernia, and it's painful, it's uncomfortable. I'm improving. That's the only thing I can do, is work hard, trying to get better and try to help the team get good results, and hopefully I can get back to my body where with not that much pain, and then I will be fine, I think.
Well, normal service has been resumed. Kevin's back, even though he's in a bit of pain, clearly, which we didn't know about.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a top quality player, one of the best we've seen
definitely
in the Premier League. But I just want to highlight some clips why I think he's so different to other midfielders. He always managed to find space on the pitch, and what he does when he gets in that space. So he's playing centre, but he always likes this channel. And when he gets into these areas, it's the quality of ball back. I think so many times we see players in certain positions that rush things, but he's calm. If you just watch his run there, he waits until he knows the ball's going to arrive, and then he makes his run. Gets the assist for Bernardo Silva. And we talk about pockets of space all the time and time in the run as well. Look at the space he finds, and then once he receives it, it's the timing and it's the weight of ball which sets him apart from other midfielders. Again, in the space there, the weight of pass, taking defenders and midfielders away, knowing exactly where he wants to put it when he gets the ball, and then his goal here, in between the lines, it just backs up, finds a space, turns, and look at, he's in acres of space. And a lot of players don't do this bit that he can do so well, and he just finds a way to get in them areas which not a lot of people can do. And look at the importance of him. You know,
a big difference.
When he starts, they win. Yeah. I know they've missed Rodri, but creativity-wise, they've missed De Bruyne as well. So it was so good to see him back.
One of the finest players we've ever seen in the Premier League, isn't it? It's that combination of technique, intelligence. There's a determination, and he's coming back as well from difficult injuries. Mm-hmm. But his time, he has a feeling for the game. It's like a helicopter vision of things. It's brilliant to watch. So it's great to see him back to his best.
Another point worth talking about, I think, is that Jack Grealish played more centrally than normal, which is a position I always thought he'd more natural in, personally. But
well, Doco played off the left, and Bernardo Silva was playing on the right, but they're rotating. But I think sometimes when Jack's played on the wings, he takes too many touches.
I don't think he's a winger.
I think his best position is a number 10, and he grew into the game. His confidence was there, and it allowed him to just take a bit more care in certain areas where sometimes when he's playing on the wing, people get too close to him and he sort of goes and comes back out. But today he was enjoying himself.
Well, you've only got one place to go on the wing. You're trapped by a line. And also he's not rapid, so he's not a natural winger, is he? He's more of a... He's a playmaker.
But when he's playing midfielder, he can go a lot deeper as well and dictate like a quarterback. So he was doing that and going forward as well. I enjoyed it.
Suits him.